Alrighty, if you are tuning into this training tonight, guys, I love marketing and I love sales. And so I'm going to share with you, it's one of those hard things. Y'all going to see me smile a lot in some of the things in which I do, because I love really talking to people. And really what sales is, it scares a lot of people because they hear the word sales and then they go, well, I don't want to push people. Well, I don't want them to do here, when that's not really sales. Sales is just a transaction. That's it. If you have a product, you sell it, it clears, that's it. Now there's different types of sales. What most people, when they say they don't want to do sales, they're scared of is pressure sales. That's when you go into the automotive, anybody ever bought a car? And as soon as you pull up, everybody come running and you be like, bruh, I'll call you. Are you going to the furniture store? That emotion usually gets attached to people and they think that's sales. That's just really, that's a type of sale. It's a pressure sale. They're trying to make sure that they get it. And they could be being a little bit too eager, and then it could potentially turn someone off. You do not have to pressure sale. Write that on top of your paper. I want everybody to know that. You don't have to pressure sale. I don't have to pressure sale. And tonight, I will teach you a way I do not pressure sale at all. Because I know people do not like to be sold. Write this down. People do not like to be sold. They like to make a choice. They don't like to be sold. They want to know, if you walk into the shoe store, you know what you're looking for. And if I can share with you or find out what you're looking for, my chances are going to go high that you're going to buy it because you want the shoe. You cannot, write this down. I don't care how good my product is. I cannot make someone buy it. I don't care how good my product is. I can't make somebody buy it. Now, first and foremost, before we start talking about sales, I want your brain to shift to something right now, okay? When I just said, even before I pressed play, I said your mindset is everything. When you are coming into a sale, you need to be from a place of happy. Guys, today, I've been from a place of happy, I'll say all day, but my energy was struggling in certain portions of the day. And I'm like, I got a training. So there's things that I have to do to put myself together. So therefore I can deliver the best training at the most highest energy that I can have. So I took some downtime. I even shared with some people I needed some time. I need an hour, I needed two. I drank some water. I took my product. I took an energy pill and it still wasn't working. And it wasn't until I took that coffee. Lord, thank you for the coffee. And I'm not even a coffee drinker. I was on the training with Tanya. Tanya, did you see me go up? I was on the video with her and all of a sudden it was starting to come back. And I was telling her it's not there, but I got it. So what I share with you, before you get on the phone with somebody, before you go to do any of these sales, you got to be in a space to sell. A sale is a transaction. So you yourself have to prime yourself. You have to prime yourself. Well, what does that mean? If you're sad, you're frustrated, you're mad, you're not ready to talk to a customer. You need a break. You need night-night time. Go take a nap, go walk away, go do something. Don't go call your customers at that time because energy transfers. Write that down. Energy transfers. One thing that I used to teach for speakerphone training, and I used to teach people how to be on the phone and how to talk. So when you're talking to people over the phone or you're doing voice texting, smile. It goes a long way. You're going to feel goofy to the mug. Just do it. They can hear it. How many of y'all I done sent a voice text to and y'all be like, dang, she bubbly than a mug. And sometimes I may not be bubbly. I just had to smile when I was talking. Because right now I could be doing something else, so I don't want to do this. And I just smile and I go, good morning. Anybody ever listen to my stories in the morning time? You will hear me. Sometimes my voice is even going on out because I don't wake up in the morning sounding like this. So I may be like, good morning, but I'm smiling and it transcends over. So when you are talking to people, smile. If you cannot do that, oh, look at y'all faces. If you can't do that, it's not time to work your business right now. Mindset's everything. Here's the first question that I ask people when y'all come. If I haven't, that means you not come to me like this. But if I get somebody that's like, this ain't working, I can't do this, they don't want this, customer service isn't answering this, and and I'll be like, what are you reading? What are you reading? Because what we have right now is an issue of patience. We have an issue of being resourceful. We got some other issues that have absolutely nothing to do with you can't get through. So my first question is, what are you reading? Pre this sales tracing, I'm going to ask everybody that. What are you reading? What are you feeding into yourself? Everybody knows personal development is a lifelong process with yourself. You like that? It's a lifelong. I've had people come to me and I'll be like, what are you reading? Oh no, I did that. And I'll be like, well, what is showing up right now? You know, I absolutely love the girl, but what's showing up right now, we got to do something, because, you know, it will manifest. Once you create one level, anybody ever played like Nintendo, Atari? Ooh, I went way back. I said Atari, but you didn't play it, right? Okay. Have you ever noticed you need new things to get to the next level? Have you ever noticed that? So as soon as you hit one, boom, you go to two. And any of y'all like me, like I want to win. I remember on Nintendo, and this, because I ain't played video games in a long time, so bear with me here. I remember on Nintendo with Mario, I couldn't get through this one level, and I would play that sucker for weeks. And then I finally beat it, and I had to go through so many failures at that time to get it. But every new level requires something different. You had to have this new key, this new whatever, this new thing to constantly keep going. Have y'all ever noticed that in the game? Well, guess what? Life is a game. Every new time you learn something, something else is going to come. You never get to the point until you're gone. You've expired. That you're not in a new position to learn something new. So if you find yourself in this business and certain things, your patience is not there, you don't know, guess what? Go. Amazing. I remember when I tell my teens all the time, they get frustrated. They're doing e-learning right now, and they ask me questions, and I'll be like, ask Professor Google, because I don't know. Your mom, I already told y'all, listen, your mama can tell you how to be resourceful and go find it. I don't know. But I remember back in my time, it was Encyclopedia Britannica. Y'all remember that? You had to actually go in the Dewey Decimal System. You had to go to the... So right now, we're in that land where if you know your patience is one of those things, hey, ask somebody, hey, my patience is a little off. What do you read? Ask them to recommend you something. Google. Look it on up. Find you something to work on that. Because guess what? What you need to work on, that one thing that you will not or won't or will not address is the one reason why you can't go to the next level. You're going to have to work on it because it's going to unlock the new level. So therefore, if right now, how I say, I know last night when I was sharing with some people about all the stuff that I do on social, they was like, girl, you got patience. I was like, no, I want my check. What I had to learn was that if I didn't do these things, I wouldn't grow my business. And when growing a business, there's pieces that you love. And then there's places that you just got to do because they're going to get you to the next level. So mindset is first. Before I teach you anything about set, it's your mindset. What do you think when you walk into the room? If you walk in and you be like, everybody else is doing it and I can't, you cannot produce. When have you ever seen a negative brain get positive results? How many of y'all got teenagers or young kids and they just throwing temper tantrums? How does that end? Not very well. Same thing was coming up to adulthood. Exact same thing. Exact same thing. So work on it. Whatever it is. I got some things I'm working on. We all do. Because now I'm ready for my next level. There's certain things that I've had now come into me, into those time frames that I know how to handle. And then we drop some new ones. And then I need a reset. I'm huge on, I need a reset period. But through my education and the things that I'm constantly pouring into myself, I know when I'm hitting threshold. I know when I need to take a space back. But it used to be a time that I didn't. Guys, my nerve damage came from stress, not understanding thresholds. Now it's permanent. I know better, but it's a constant reminder that when I hit that spot, phones get shut down, got to go roll back, got to go do what I got to do right now. But those are things that I learned. I was not always that way. So I'm going to share that with you. Guess what? Every expert was once an amateur in the area. How I shared last night, you're looking at my following now, but every person that has a following started at one. So you can be like, oh, it's easy for you. You start. No, they had to build that. They had to build it. How many of you all hear people with kids, new kids, and they try to tell you something when you got older kids? And you be like, just keep waking up. Just keep on waking up. You're going to see what I'm saying later. Or anybody, like I know some of you all who teach younger teens. And do you see yourself in them when they know everything? And you be like, man, I was like that. So I'm going to tell you, there is going to come a time, guys, where what you're going through right now is going to roll off your shoulder. This whole sales thing is going to be something you just do in your sleep. And me teaching you this right now, I could teach it front to the back to the web because I've been doing it for so long. But I remember when I used to get sweaty and pump, like didn't know what to say. And hey, let me share with you this. I used to be shy. Can you believe it? I used to be shy. Not so much no more. Had to work on that. So I want y'all to know that that's who's coaching you and who's training you and who's telling you about that mindset portion, because it's just the hurdle. Jump over it, move to the next level. Okay? So now, after your mindset is together, okay? Mindset is first. How are you walking into what you're going to do? That's first. Before anything, because you can't make money without it. I'll tell you right now, you ain't gonna do it. Number two is you must build value. I share all the time, posting these pictures down your wall is not value. It means something to you. You know the tea is great. You know the products are great. You know, for me right now, I got these resolution drops and these like, look, do y'all see how much is left? That means this is bay to me. It's this right here at the desk. I need my life drops. I need my resolution drops. I have my water that's here. I've drank my tea. It has value to me. So if somebody how many of you all right now love, let's say, resolution drops? Show some hands. Everybody love resolution drops? Look at somebody sitting here right now like, yo. Let me ask you this. Resolution drops right now, they're on back order. Again, shoot. I was about to place some dang on orders for the resolution drops, right? For you right now, if somebody said, right now, I have resolution drops on hand and I'll just charge $10 extra for them, would you buy them? All day. Because I've had people inboxing me talking about, what's your price? I want some. You want to know why? Because value has been built into there. That person that has used that product, they know what it's going to do. They know how it makes them feel. Now, if someone right now posted, let's say, this cup down the aisle, down your timeline, and you've never used this cup before, it ain't saving you nothing. Do you want it? No. You have no association with this. You have no idea what it is. So being that you have no idea what it is, it could almost be $5.99 and you don't want it because, hey, I can go get another cup. I got cups in my kitchen. Value building is huge, huge. People need to understand features and benefits of what the product is going to do. How is it going to make them feel? Is it going to answer the problems that they have? So everybody, let's go through a commercial right now. Anybody ever been caught up late, can't sleep, and you hear all the commercials? There is a formula. My background's marketing. There's a formula to that. You're sitting up at night, listen to the commercial. Can't sleep, frustrated and tired, and you can't sleep. Don't your eye do like this? Aren't you tired of waking up in the morning and you're groggy? Everybody else that had 8 hours of sleep, you only had 2. Now your stomach hurts. You got extra headache. Anybody feel like that? You can't sleep, headaches. How do you feel right now? You don't feel too good, right? And then you go throughout the day, you can't sleep. Now, all of a sudden, you're overeating. I don't know about y'all. I do eat when I'm sleeping. Now you're overeating. Now you're having an issue. But what we have right here is sleep aid. Sleep aid puts you to sleep faster than if you try to go to sleep alone. It makes you go to sleep. Also, too, for if you are sleepy, it's going to cut your appetite down. So therefore, if you get those extra cravings, you're not going to have them anymore. I'm stopping so you can really think about what I'm saying. Okay? It's going to help you. Then what we have is you can actually buy this. And when you get this, we're going to give you rush shipping. It's going to be to your house. Do you all hear the commercials? It's going to get to your house. And we only have 100 of these in stock. And if you order this right now, it is going to be, it's normally $400, but now it is $29.99. But if you place your order right now, you're going to get it for $9.95. How many of y'all who got sleeping problems going to run on over and go get it? You want me to tell you why? Because what they did first is they put you in your pain. This is the formula for every commercial that does it. They put you in your pain. They identified the problem. Here is the problem. They also too put you in your feelings. What if we could solve said problem? Then they get you to stop and think about it. And you go, if we could solve that, then I could actually, do a little bit more. I wouldn't be so groggy. They stop on purpose to put you in your feelings. Once they put you in your feelings, then they start talking about all the features and benefits that will actually fix it. And you going, oh my God, now if we can fix this. And how many of y'all be like this? Because my first infomercial purchase was Insanity. And they caught me in the middle of the night when I was 275 pounds. And they put me all in my feelings about if I could get this off, I would be better in life. And I remember sitting up in the bed, like propping the pillows on up, like, how much is it going to be, Sway? Because now what I want to do, then it got me in my feelings. So now I want it. This is what I want. And then they hit me with a price and told me the big value. This is really valued at XYZ, but if you order now, it's here. And I was already sold. I was like, okay, but if you do it right now, then you're going to get this free shipping. And no, what they did was, if you get it right now, then it was going to be free and I could try it for 30 days. I was in the middle of the night. Wow. Yeah, I'll need to get some Insanity. I didn't know how I was going to do Insanity. My knees was hurt. I was 275. I barely could walk. My husband used to push me up the stairs. So I was like, I don't even know, but they got me attached to that pain level and I was ready for it to go. And they had connected me with the solution was Insanity. And guess what? I started doing Insanity. And my insane behind believe I could actually do it. And I actually did it. I sure did. And I became an Insanity instructor. Woo-hoo-hoo! All from that freaking infomercial. They did it. So now, when you're talking about your product, I want you to actually think about this. Do you build the value first? Do you tell them, do you put them in the pay period? See, when people are taking vitamins, why are they taking vitamins? They want to feel better. They want to be healthy. You got to identify that when you're talking about your NutriBurst, especially in a live. You can't say, hey, take this shot, make you feel better. Not enough. What all does it do? I know I'm vitamin D deficient. That was one of the reasons I didn't like necessarily the first shot of the taste. But when somebody told me I could do biotin and vitamin D and I'm vitamin D deficient, I don't have to take all them little pills. That was huge to me, but it was identified. So first, what you want to do is build the value of the product. Let's talk about your social media. I am going to say this until I'm blue in the face. If you are not telling the story of your products and what your products do, your pictures alone will not work. There's no value to them. You know when you're placing them. Here's the problem when people are selling product. They get in love with the product. You ever hear a drug dealer say, don't be smoking your own stuff? I'm gonna tell you, you cannot do that when you're selling your product. You have to take yourself out of yourself and think about the customer. If you scroll down your wall right now and you looked at it, can you tell yourself what your products do and what they solve? If you're not building the value in there, that is why you're lacking in some sales. Because they're not just going to buy the tea just because you're saying the tea is going to snatch their waist or it's going to detox your body. Because I can share with you this, our tea is not a weight loss product, it's a detox product. And people do not care that it's a detox product, they care that they're gonna lose weight. Even though it's not a weight loss product, they do not care. Most people, I mean, especially when you're speaking the masses, detoxing is great, getting rid of toxins, but that's hard to push over to somebody who's heavy. Girl, don't worry about the weight, just lose the toxins. What? Lose the toxins? No, I want to lose this stomach. I want to lose these thighs. So, what should be in your social media? Pain points. What are people that you're listening to, what are they frustrated with? Why are they frustrated? Can they find it anywhere? How do you make it easy to solve their problem? How are you making it easy to solve the problem? Not featuring the product, because see, guess what? When people realize what the product does, hey, you could post NutriBurst down the timeline all you want to, and you're going to get a whole bunch of likes for people who've used it because they know they feel better. And here's another tip I'm going to give you. The reason why I say you got to be careful with having too many here when you're looking at marketing. Say, for instance, you have all of your team liking your post. If all of your team is liking your post, it's great. Your team liking your post is actually helping you to build it up in the algorithm. But you want to get paid on your post. You want to get paid on it. So one thing to do is go in and make sure you're seeing customers that are actually liking, not just your team. Do you get that part? You want to see that. Because if customers are not liking, here is how you determine what you need to do. Hey, let me start talking a little bit more about features and benefits here so I can give me some more customers that are actually liking, more customers that are talking to me about the product. Now, if you're new in the business or you're in the business and you just have one product, that's the product that you talk about. People always ask me, what should be in your store or what should you order to retail? It's the products that you're using because those are the ones that you can actually talk about. If you're first starting the business or even now you've been in the business and now you're looking to grow your business a bit more, it's time for every week or every month to start trying a new product. Have anybody ever looked at, if you go right now for Conagra cup, what is that cup? I'm gonna think of it in a second. It's like a thermos cup. You will see some of these review pages have over 1 million views. You wanna know why? Because people want to hear your opinion of the product. Go look at it online. Go look at something that you're looking on up. How many of you all go to reviews or you read people's things? How many of you all do it? You want to know why? Because you want to hear what everyone else has to say. So in building your value, guys, you got to be the best reviewer. You got to review it. You can't tell me about resolution. You see how we all had that knee-jerk reaction? Here's 2 different ways. Resolution drops, liquid lipo, #1 selling product. Okay? And you're like, man, why everybody don't want to buy it? Let's do the other one. Hey, let me tell y'all, this is real easy. I'm really, really busy. I was real skeptical about being able to use this, but let me tell you, all you got to do is take these drops. You put them underneath your tongue, you hold them, and then what happens is it makes your tongue actually, it kind of numbs your tongue. So you hold it underneath the tongue for 30 seconds, it numbs out your tongue. You wait about 15 to 20 minutes, right? I know me, I like chicken, I like macaroni, I like pizza. And I'm gonna tell you, when I first started on out and I actually started using these resolution drops, I was still wanting pizza and chicken. Are you like me? Like, even though I bought the product, I still wanted it. But as I kept using this over and over and over again, it started to cut my cravings. So maybe month one, you know, I was using it a little bit sporadic. I wasn't okay with it. But then after I started noticing, it started making my, you know, the more that my tongue got numb, the less that I was eating. And then I started looking and my stomach started going down. Man, now on month two, I'm a little bit better. My food has changed. So now I've actually added this, because month one, I wasn't that good. But month two, now I'm a little bit better. Which one are you going to buy? Which one are you going to buy? You're going to buy option two. I'm going to tell you, because now you see yourself in there. You like chicken and pizza too. You struggling. You heard somebody else was struggling. They used it even while they were struggling, and they felt better. And guess what? That story is mine. That is really my story. I had the nerve to be starting the tea, and I went out for date night with my husband, and we had these sriracha chili wings. We ordered sriracha chili wings with some fries, with some margarita, and I was in there with my resolution drops. He just said, get some right now. And I took it, and let me tell you, when we took it, we were mad because I took it before and I couldn't finish everything on the plate. Now, does that make you want to try it? Do you see that? Stories definitely sell. Tell your story of what it is and give your review of the product. This is what you want to do in your stories, and this is what you want to do on your wall, because what you're doing is you're presetting the sale. Write this down. Build the value in your wall and in your stories, because you're presetting the sale. You're going to have an easier time selling someone who watches that down your wall versus someone who looks at the product and you said laser lipo in a bottle. Guess what they're going to ask you for? Can you give me the ingredients, please? Because they trying to figure it out. You haven't sold it to them yet. You haven't built the value, so now they're trying to go find value because it hasn't been built yet. So number two was build the value. Then once you've built the value in the product, now what you want to do, if you have the customer and the customer hops in your DM or the customer starts to talk to you, and how many of you do this? And it's okay if you do, you don't have to raise your hand. Then they get in your inbox and they're talking about NutriBurst, and then you immediately go, it's $65 or it's $59, it's $54.99. No. Ain't nobody asked you that. They just want to talk about the product. Now, let me help you about this one. Say, for instance, somebody comes in. How many of y'all people do? I can't stand when people do it. How much is that hairstyle? What? How much is the hairstyle? What kind of question is that? But people ask it. There's a way around it. Somebody comes in your inbox and they say, okay, so how much is the NutriBurst? How much is the tea? Do y'all want to know how to respond to it? Everybody ready for this one? You don't answer the question. You do not answer the question. You want to know why? Most people don't know what to say to you when they get in there, so they go to the most commonly asked thing that they know to do, which is to say, how much is it? But guess what? You haven't built no value yet. You don't know what they want. You do not answer that question. What you say is, oh, okay, hi, nice to meet you. They'll say, nice to meet you too. What I like to do is actually figure out, what are you looking for? Why did you hit my inbox? What are you looking for? You want to know why you want to ask this question? Because they don't know what to ask you, and you don't know if the product that they landed in there is actually going to help the issue that they're having. You don't know it yet. So you want to say, what made you click? I say things like, what made you click my link? Because I'm trying to align with you. I want to understand what it is that I'm actually selling. Why are you here? What do you need? Because 9 times out of 10, it's one product they came from. So let's just say it was the tea. And they'll go, oh, I'm looking to lose weight. Okay, great. What have you tried? That's another good question. What have you tried? Now, a real customer is going to answer. Just so you know this. Sometimes people just playing around and think somebody who really wants you to help them, they're going to answer the question. Try it, because I know a lot of people haven't done this. So they'll be like, well, what happened if you don't even know yet? I'm telling you right now, a real customer is going to tell you what they've tried. Okay, and how did that work for you? How did that work for you? Great. Let me ask you this. I know you clicked in here and you asked me about the T. What are you looking for the T to do? What are you looking for the T to do? Guess what you're doing right now? You're consulting. This is what sales professionals do. You can't answer the problem to a problem until you know what the problem is. The answer to the problem is not the price. That's why you do not answer with the price. You want to know, what problem am I solving? And then sometimes people will do this to me. They'll keep going, yeah, I tried this and this, but how much is it? And I'm like, you know what? I want to get to that, but I actually want to figure out, is this the right product for you? Because I'm not answering that question. We're not there yet. You have to always remember this. The person that's the most confident controls the call. And that's why I told you about mindset. So if you can't keep the control and they feel like they need to have it, this is kind of advanced sales. But if a customer feels like they have more control than the person over the phone, they won't purchase from you because they don't trust it. Have you ever been on the phone about to pay a bill or do anything, and the person on the phone don't know nothing? Man, what was the last time? What was this? I'm not sure. What was this? I'm not sure. What was this? I'm not sure. What do you do? Can I get a manager, please? Because obviously I know more than you do. So if you don't take control and you allow them to control the conversation, the customer is in control. And if they feel they're in control, they feel that they are the expert in the room and you are not. It's just the way buyers buy. You're a buyer too. Think about it. You're the same way. If you know more about the product than they do, or you know more, then guess what? You're going to go somewhere else. Okay, so control that. You know what? I do want to answer, but what do you expect this product to do? I know I want to know the price. Well, I want to make sure that we have you on the right price. Not the right price. We have you on the right product. Let them tell you, well, you know what? I want to lose weight. Okay, here's another question. How long are you giving yourself? This is an important question to know. How long are you giving yourself to make this happen? How long? Y'all, it will be people, when you start asking this question, it's going to tell you 30 days and they trying to lose 60 pounds. We have had it. I've had a person that wanted to lose in 30 days. She wanted to lose 80 pounds. 30, yes, 30 days. So then I got a chance to put a little, now I'm not going to tell you that this is the part of the sale, but this is my personality. And I'm like, girl, is we add lipo to this? You know? And then she chuckled. And I was like, okay, so let's do this. Because she had saw me when I had lost a lot of weight. And then she was like, how long did it take you? I was like, I lost 130 pounds in a year and a half. And she was like, oh, I don't got that much time. And I was like, okay, now I'm telling you about a different company, but I'm going to tell you how this scenario went. She told me, oh, I don't got the type of time. And I said, okay, well, let me ask you this. We still have not gotten on price. Let me ask you this. So it sounds like you want to be aggressive with this. And she was like, yes. I said, okay, so what I can do, I can't make a claim that you're going to lose 80 pounds in 30 days because I've never seen that happen without surgery. However, what it does sound like to me is that we need to put together an aggressive pack for you because it sounds like to me that you're serious about losing weight. And she was like, yes. You see how I still have not told you the price? So let me tell you, what areas do you want to lose? I want to lose my stomach. I want to lose my arms. What's your food like? Oh, girl, I'll be going through the drive-thru. Okay? And I eat pizzas and I do, oh, okay. All right. So what else? Let them tell you everything that they need to do. Take notes. The most frustrating thing for anybody is when you're talking to them and then it's time for you to repeat back what they said and you can't do it. Guess what? You are going to piss somebody off. They do not think that you're listening to them. They don't believe in the products and they don't believe in you. You can't help me because you didn't hear what I said. So how are you going to help me when you didn't hear me? So it's important to write those down. Okay, so you want to do this, you do this, you do this, you write everything down. Once you finish what their problem is, you're not even talking. You're asking them, what do you want to do? You want to cut your appetite? You're struggling with this. You have high blood pressure. You have this. You want to be a consultant. The only way you can consult is when you know what the problem is. You got to know what the problem is. Once you hear what the problem is, stop. Say, now, what I want to do is make sure I heard you correctly. You said that right now, and repeat it back. You said right now you wanted to cut down your appetite. You're having a hard time because you're going through all of the drive-thrus right now. We talked about that 80 pounds and 30. We ain't talking about that lipo anymore. But we're gonna do the best we can in these 30 days and make light wherever you are. Repeat back what you heard. And you are not willing right now, you can't get to the gym because you're really, really busy and you need a plan of action. Did I get everything? Now, imagine someone did that to you. You like, they heard me. They understand me. They know what I'm looking for. Now what you do with every single thing they said, match the product back that answers the problem. We are still not at the price. We're not talking price. You're solving the problem. The price won't solve the problem. That's not the answer yet. So what you're doing now is you're saying, okay, so you want to suppress your appetite. We have an amazing product. I used to use it. Tell the story. I used to use this thing. I tell that story all the time about me and my husband being in that restaurant and me taking these drugs and how I couldn't finish my wings and I was mad. What? Yes. Then you talk about appetite suppressant. Hey guys, now listen, I add this in every conversation. Hey guys, listen, I know people see our product and they see our detox teas and they see weight loss, but that's actually not our weight loss product. Detoxes the toxins out of your body. It helps control those cravings, those parasites, so your body actually can lose weight. So have you done a detox like recently, or have you ever done one? They go, no. And I'm like, so listen, detoxing, even in my last journey, I detoxed, but I use an aggressive tea that used to cause me cramps. I don't use that anymore. It has senna in it. It has synthetic products. What I love about here is everything we use is all natural. So me, I had digestion issues. I really had to correct that problem first. So what you're doing is setting the stage for them to understand that detoxing is the first portion of the product, is the first portion of losing weight. Now we have two other weight loss products. We have our resolution drops and we have our coffee. Our coffee has a Garcinia cambogia in it. Have you ever heard of that ingredient? Let's Google that real quick. When they Google it, if they've never heard of it, they be like, oh, I always tell them to do Dr. Oz Garcinia cambogia. Because everybody believes that Dr. Oz is the only doctor that can fix everything. If Dr. Oz said it, everybody want to hear what Dr. Oz got to say about COVID right now. Don't y'all want him helping? So I have them Google that. Guys, Dr. Oz has done so many videos about Garcinia cambogia that it helps to sell. I don't have to sell. Use your tools. Google that. And they go, wow. Then we talk about it has the Gano mushroom that's in it. Then that other, I can't think of it right now. It starts with the X. That actually helps to suppress appetite, helps to burn energy. Listen, you told me that you're struggling in the morning. Me, myself, I'm not a coffee drinker. This is my real story. I'm not a coffee drinker. But when it started to boost my energy, it started to make me feel better, appetite suppressed, guess who's drinking coffee now? Could you see yourself drinking coffee? Oh, girl, yeah, I have a cup a day. Yeah, do you lose weight with your coffee? No? Okay, so we're going to add that to your plan. You get that? We're going to add that to your plan. So now what we have is the appetite suppressant drops, and we have the coffee because you're having an issue with your food. Is that correct? Get them to say yes as many times as you can. So are you having issues with your food and you need that? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, that's it. You drink coffee. Would you replace your existing coffee if this coffee helped you lose weight? Girl, yeah. Okay, so you just looked on up that we just talked about this detoxing. You know, I really do want you to help set that, because it sounds like to me, if you've never done a detox, you need this detox. How's your energy? Oh, girl, I crash every morning. We have an amazing pill. What I heard about your energy is that you crash. So we have a pill right now that's the NRG pill, and that NRG pill helps to boost your energy. And then also too, in boosting your energy, it's going to help you to burn additional calories. Because I know right now what you told me earlier was you couldn't get to the gym. Is that correct? Yes, girl. Girl, yes. Ain't y'all excited right now? I'm about to fix your problems. Because the price isn't the solution. Do you see how we're still not at price? And then what I love that people do is they add our NutriBurst. Now, majority of my customers are African American. Most African Americans are vitamin D deficient. So am I. One thing that I love, I don't like to take a whole bunch of pills. So in the morning time, I'm actually able to take a vitamin shot, all of my energy, actually in the morning, and this is a personal share. Y'all, if you go to your refrigerator in the morning time, and I don't know about y'all system, so I'm gonna tell you how it does for me. When I go to the refrigerator in the morning on an empty stomach and I be feeling a little groggy and I take that shot, I even feel a little extra little jolt. And I was like, oh, that feels good. And then I'm able to, I actually, after doing that, doing my chaga in the morning, drinking water, having a piece of fruit, I don't have to have a big salad till 12. That's my morning. So I share that. And I also share my story about the very first time. And if this isn't your story, now you know it's mine. So you can say, hey, and this other business partner on this team, she lost 18 pounds within her first 30 days with no exercise. Because now I just heard that person say that. No exercise the first 30 days, my knees were hurting. So what I have in your cart right now is your coffee that's going to suppress your appetite, and it's going to burn additional calories. It's going to help you lose the weight, like Dr. Oz was talking about that ingredient. We have the NRG pill, which is going to help you with your energy. We actually have the vitamin now that you're going to need as you detox in the morning time, because most people, when they detox, they actually get those headaches. And we're going to alleviate that right now. And we have your detox tea. And then here's the killer question. We have your detox tea. Does that sound like I've answered all of your problems? Yes. Now, that person has just bought into everything that you said. That person now, you have solved their problems. You have said it back to them. They understand that they have it. And then you ask them, and everybody knows that this is where I get forward. Okay, so how are we taking care of this? Are you using a Visa or MasterCard? And usually people will go right now at this time. They'll go, oh, wait, how much is it? Oh, no, we're not placing the order yet. I want to put the entire order into the system. Do y'all hear? I'm not sending a link. I'm not sending a link because that link is not me. So, hey, I want to put your entire order into the system right now, and I want to get everything set up for you. Once I get everything set up for you, we're going to talk about your shipping. We're going to talk about your tax. I need your address, and then the system is going to kick back to me the price for your pack. Okay? So are you using a Visa or MasterCard? That's exactly where I go. Are you using a Visa or MasterCard? I'm using a Visa. I take all of the information. I have everything in the system. I have it all prepared. And then I say, great girl, let me tell you, this is actually not that bad. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. This is not that bad. Most people, for everything in which they're getting, they sometimes usually end up spending about $500 or $600. Yours right now today is $289. Did you see how I just told you? There's some value in there. It's $5 or $6. Yours is only $2, and I say only. Yours is only $289. Now, guess what that does to them? If they were about to say, I've solved all their problems, I've done everything for them, I've told them it's normally $500 to $600, and I've shared with them that they got value and it's a discount, it's real hard at that moment with that credit card in that system, with everything in that system, and all you gotta do is press stop. It is very difficult at that point for them to back out. It is difficult. Will some people do it? Yes. But it's a higher probability that most people will be like, you know what, let's do it. You'll hear people say this, I deserve to take care of me. You'll hear it. Because you built all the value. You got them to say yes. You heard their problems. You're solving all of their problems. Right? Now, what's going to happen in the event that someone says, you know what? You will hear, you know what? Well, I want to do this on Friday. And I'll go, okay, can I ask you a question? So yes, what's the difference in today and Friday? Because see, what you don't want to do, I tell people to be careful about writing a movie. I don't want you to say, think she gonna get paid or whatever. You want to know what the issue is right now. You have the credit card in the situation. You have everything in this order. You have built your value. What is the difference? When they tell you what it is, answer what it is. You don't create the scenario in your head. Let them tell you, oh, I get paid next Friday. Okay, I'll tell you, here's mine for paid next Friday. Okay, let's do this. What are we able to place today? And then we can finish the rest of the order next Friday. Some people will go, you know what? I'm gonna get that tea and this, and then next Friday, great. And some people are shocked. They'll go, you can do that? Girl, yeah, because I'm gonna call you back. I'm putting it in my appointment book and I'm gonna call your whole butt back next week. Because guess what? Now I have a preferred customer account with you. I have your information. All I gotta do is log on in and we can place the order. It's very easy now. Okay? You want to know the reason why. If they do say no. Okay, so I asked you a question. You know what? I can't right now. Let me ask you a quick question. Why? Put it back. This is what I call it. I call it hot potato. When I am doing sales, I don't want the hot potato in my lap. I want the hot potato in theirs. So when they ask me something, my job is to play hot potato and put it back in their lap. Why? Because I want them to hear why. I'm not going to say, oh, it's okay. No, it's not. I've just done all this work on this phone. Why? Why are we not going? Let them talk. And then sometimes they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, and here's my killer question to people. Well, let me ask you this. Did you hear any of the products in here that don't help what we talked about that you're actually suffering with? And they'll go, no. And I'll go, okay, all right. I'll breathe a little bit and I'm like, okay. So we do need everything in this cart. Yeah, okay, so what's the hesitation? And some people do this to me. Some go, you know what, go ahead and run it. And I do not ask, are you sure? If you told me to hit that button, I got it in this system, I'm gonna hit the button. I'm not asking you, are you sure? No. Okay, great. Congratulations, you're done. Okay? Let me tell you, these components, if you're not doing them, and I know most people when I do sales trainings are not doing these components. It's about working smarter than harder. You know how many tea bags it's going to take you to build and you trying to go director? One tea bag back into your organization is 10 points. You need 1,000 points to go director. How many tea bags does it take to go director? Girl, bye. Sir, bye. Too much tea. Too much. But let me tell you this. Where you're doing yourself a disservice for those people who be like, well, I don't want to. Let me tell you what you're doing when you set people out with tea alone. You're hurting them. How you feel with that? You want to know how you're hurting them? Because when people detox, guys, when you detox over time, you get a headache. You have to be able to replenish back what you're losing in your system. So if you're only selling tea, you're selling an incomplete pack. So then, guess how many people I have sold on multiple packs that come back and tell me the tea didn't work and they got a headache, or they were, oh, I got cramps, and nobody told them to drink water. So they out here drinking tea, no water, they dried in a mug, no vitamins, and they think it's the tea. No, that was you. So I like to stop and tell, I used to tell people that in the last company, you have to listen and give the right antidote for the problem, because people bounce around. Let me share with you this. People bounce around to new ideas because their problem is not solved. Once they solve the problem, it's like when people get married. They finally decide to get married because they found the man or woman that they want to settle down with. Until they find that person, they're going to keep jumping around. It's the same thing with customers. How many of you all have a nail girl, a hair girl, somebody who cut, a barber, cut your hair? Aren't you guys, ain't y'all ready to go back and see them? How many of y'all bounced around from place to place until you found that person? And then what happened when you found that person? You sat your butt still. Every interaction with the customer, you want them to sit still. I don't care what business you're in. You want them to know now they found home. You cannot do that. The bad thing, there's a good thing about social media and a bad thing. The bad thing about social media, it has made people not personalize things anymore. And actually personalization, which is the reason why when people actually see you at a party, you can close that sale more, is because you personalized it. They got a chance to like you. They got a chance to try it. So now they're so, oh my God, yes, I want to buy. So what I'm teaching you is how to take it from online and choose, then make the exact same thing happen in online. How many of you all have signed up for any coaching calls? Anybody ever went online, you do those free things and it tell you, you can sign up for this? Anybody click those buttons, or is it just me? You get a free coaching call on something. Anybody done that? Well, okay. Have you ever noticed, especially if you go like to John Maxwell, or you go to someone, have you ever noticed your phone ring right after you hit that button? Have you ever noticed that? You wanna know why? Because they know they cannot add value by sending you a link. And they know they're about to charge you a couple, and they're going to put a comma in there somewhere. So they know that in order to put that comma, they're going to have to talk to you. So I'm going to share you this. I constantly, even in my team page, I'll show you all. I know a lot of y'all eyes buck when y'all see $280 and $300 orders. And when you all, now I'll say the ones that'll be like, oh my God, I made that sale happen. It took an hour. What is my response to you? Congratulations, you just realized what it just took. But guess what? If you just sold 4 or 5 products, let me tell you how much you made. Your 1 hour can make you $160 to $200. And that's what I make when I'm on the phone. Now, how do you feel about that hour? See, when it had no value, and I told you before, y'all gonna be on the phone for an hour, you go, I don't know. But how many of y'all want to make $160 to $200 an hour? It feels a little different when you about to get on that phone call, don't it? Hey, if you make a $200 a call, you do 5 orders, you made $1,000. 5. And if you get good at consulting and getting people on the phone, that's where your check is going to go. That's where it's going to go. Because when you constantly are sending that link, and here's one thing. Now let me give us olders some in the room. We're used to the phone. Even somebody was texting me earlier. She was like, can you call me? And I was like, girl, yes, because she was like, I hate texting. Me too. You know who you are, I swear. So guess what? Us older are used to the phone. Remember the phone on the wall? Put yourself back. Put yourself back in there and actually get on the phone. It will actually make you more money. I want you to start equating being on the phone is actually the same as it is of being in somebody's house and doing a party. Because you're personalizing it. Sending that link over, yeah, somebody's going to buy it, but guess what they're going to do? They're going to go in there and they're going to see the price And they're going to take stuff out the cart and they're going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to try that tea. Because that's the price that looks good. But they didn't get a personal consultation from you that got them to see tea is not really just what they want. It's going to take you a little bit more work, but how many of you all would like to be on the phone and make $200 an hour? $120 to $200 an hour. Because guess what? It takes at least 3 products, guys, for real, to actually shift the weight that people are trying to shift. They're going to need some appetite suppression drops. They're going to need some tea and some NutriBurst. They're going to need coffee, NutriBurst, and appetite suppressant drops. Like, they're going to need a system in order to really shift the weight, because the people in the pictures is not just doing tea. And they're doing diet and exercise, even at least minimum of 30. So if you're selling them just the tea, they don't see. So now I'm going to shift into the last portion, which is how to make residual. Okay. The last portion about making residual is customer care. And write this down, customer care. And the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. It takes people between 6 to 12 times to say yes. Between 6 to 12 times. That is statistical. It takes them between 6 to 12. One time, it usually doesn't happen. 6 to 12. How many of y'all go shopping online? You see the dress, you take it out the cart. You put it in your cart. Oh, this is good. You buy some shoes, you got something, you put it in your cart, and you go away. And next thing you know, they pop up, and you scrolling down, and you see the same dang dress, and you be like, do they see my phone? You see the dress again. Anybody ever seen this? And then you see it again. Then it show up in your Google. And then you be like, dang, for real? And then if y'all are on Prime and you on Amazon like me, they'll send you a little message and be like, you left this. You wanna know why? Because they don't have any feelings attached to that. They're following up with you because they know that it takes you 6 to 12 times. And the more that you keep on seeing it, you're gonna say, at one point you're gonna be like, I deserve them shoes. Let me get them shoes. The dress, me and Carol was on the phone a couple months ago when we were planning an event before they shut down this business. And I had a pink dress, remember this, and some shoes. Karen, that bad boy showed up today. I was like, for real? Did too, because it must be on a timer. It was like, you still want these shoes? You still want this dress? I was like, for real? And I almost bought it. And then I slid back out. Guys, I do want it. I do. I swear I do. But something in my brain right now is like, but you ain't going to be able to wear this dress right now. But guess what? At some point, I'm going to buy that dress. It's cute than a mug. It's a cute dress. Now I'm small size. It's so cute. But they not worried about, you know what? I have been asking her for 2 months and she ain't did it yet. I'm just going to take it out the cart. They like, pink dress, cute shoes, pink dress, cute shoes, pink dress. Okay, give it to me. Operating as a professional, you got to know that. You got to know the more, if they don't want it right now, go win. I tell them, go win, go lose something extra, go help somebody else, go show it down your wall, somebody else who's losing weight, somebody else who's doing this. Don't study about them for a second. Come back and follow up and be like, are you ready now? Oh, no? Okay, I'll be right back right quick. And then go on off and go sell some other people and go put some other things on it. And then you be like, girl, did you see that other girl? I do this sometimes. Here's something that I do often in people's inbox if they still waiting. I'll accidentally drop, but it's not on accident. I'll drop a before and after photo in their inbox. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. That wasn't meant for you. And they be like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, that's one of my customers. It's okay. How are you doing today? No. What's she doing? And I'm like, oh, she's doing she's doing the plan I had recommended. You know what? And I'm like, yeah, you playing. People out here getting snatched and you playing. You know what? Let's place that order. See, this is staying professional. I do it usually on Fridays. Friday for me is follow-up Friday. Everything I've been working on. See, if you told me no all week, I'm gonna wait till Friday because I ain't got time for this. I'm trying to deal with all the people all week that's telling me yes. Right now it's Thursday. I'm trying to close out the end of the month. I ain't got time for people that's telling me no. Oh, you said no? Okay, I'm gonna call you back. Oh, girl, I'm telling you, we get the. Are you gonna get this tea today? Okay, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I have to close stuff on out. I'm not trying to hear you if you ain't trying to do this today. Okay, great. Here's how it sounds. Great. Okay, can I call you tomorrow at 10? Great. And move on. You ain't gonna take up a whole hour. I'm trying to make this check. No. See, this is the mindset of a professional, not the mindset of somebody who's listening to, I don't got it right now. You're going, girl, I understand. I ain't got it either. What are you reading? Because that is not the mindset of somebody who's about to close a deal today. Move on. Shift. My word is shift. Shift. Move on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Then set your date that you're going to follow up. For me, it's Friday. Follow up Friday is Bay. Want to know why follow up Friday is Bay? Payday. And when people tell me they paydays, I take my little appointment book and I write your name on your payday too. So you forgot you told me it was the 15th. I didn't. So on the 15th, hey girl, how are you? What's going on? Yes. Let me show you what I've updated since the last time we talked. Look at what my waist beads. That's why I put these waist beads on too. I want people to see these waist beads fall. So look at what my waist beads are now. And people are like, you killing the game. Yes, I'm waiting on you. And then they go, well, I'm going to do it on my payday. Yeah, that's today, right? You know what? Let me go ahead and do it. As a professional, write down everything that they said if they don't order right now. So therefore, you do not have to go back through everything you said. So what I had for you was the tea, the resolution drops of this. I am ready, girl. Let's go ahead. Don't have to be like, guess what makes you unprofessional? I'm speaking professional. Guess what makes you unprofessional? Now, what do we say again? Now, what if somebody did that to you? Are you going to place this order? No, because I thought this was so good. How don't you know? You the professional here. Write it down. Know what it is. Guess what I hear? Girl, you be on top of stuff. Yes, that's my check. That's in my brain. I'll be like, duh. Take good notes. You ever call back into the, have any of you all ever called, say for instance, you call ComEd and you place an order, you doing something in your account. And then next month you come back and they have no record of it. Bruh, how frustrated are you? I've been here. And I'll be like, are you kidding me? Have you ever been on the phone and they transfer you to somebody else and they be like, thanks, how can I help you? I just told her for 30 whole minutes what I wanted and she ain't tell you none of it? How irritated are you now? So I'm sharing with you the things you don't want to do to help yourself. If these are what you're doing, today we're going to shift that because that is highly annoying to people and they feel like you don't hear them and then you start to disconnect from them. But if the next time you talk to them, even if it was a month later, I remember you. How's everything going? How's your daughter Shannon? You told me she was getting married. Do you have any photos? Great. Oh, she looks beautiful. Yes. You want to order now because you didn't pay for the wedding? Great. I forgot what you said, Tracy. Oh, no, I have it here. You said you wanted the resolution drops, the tea. We talking about losing your weight. Take you some notes. Oh, my God. You remember all that? Girl, yeah, I remember everybody. You are such a professional. That's what you want to hear. Your probability is going to be higher when you remove irritation because they ain't doing it right now. But yet you just stay professional. You do, you're going to close more sales. You're going to start close higher ticket sales. And then guess what a real residual is going to start coming, guys? Because they're going to keep ordering from you. And then guess what else is going to happen? When their mama needs to lose weight, girl, let me give you Tracy's information. When their cousin needs to lose weight, you know what? Let me give you Tracy's information. When they co-worker, girl, you looking good. You coming off this quarantine. What you do? Oh, let me give you Trayce's information. And then guess what else is going to happen? You're going to say, you know what? You done sent me 5 people. Have you ever thought about you're doing everything that I do? You love the product. You're referring people to me. Have you ever thought about doing this as a business? A business? You know what? Yeah, let's do this. What are you doing tonight at 7? Let me have you hear this call. You do exactly what I do. Let me put you on this call. What do you think the probability is of the person that's using the product, seeing results, sharing it with other people, is going to sign up in your organization? What do you think the probability is? Extremely high. Just because you sampled to, that was a different version of sample to recruit. You didn't get paid. Now you're about to get paid again. You wanna know why? Because now you're a professional. See, there are 2 different ways in which people come into. I used to teach people this when they were hairstylists all the time. And they go 6-figure chair or whatever, means 7-figure in business. You wanna know why? Because my clients right now, I wish I had somebody on here, cannot tell you what hair they order. They don't know what the texture is. They don't know what the color is. They don't know what their formula is, because I control it all. Each time they come into the salon, they get a new consultation. Oh, okay, I got to go reconsult everybody after quarantine because nobody's hair is the same. So I've been doing Zoom calls with everybody to see what you're doing now and where our plan of action is going to go. They know nothing. Same way you right now, when you go to the physician, you know nothing. But if you knew everything, if you know your color formula, if you know you could take that somewhere else. That person has not been valued to you. All you need to do is take that somewhere else. But the professional doctor, you listen to, you know what? I'm going to call my doctor and see what they got to say. Dr. Patel. Everybody know a Dr. Patel. Dr. Patel, I have been listening to these new products. What do you think? See, you know you have somebody for a long period of time. When they ask you questions, what do you think? That's how you know you have somebody. Because they want to know, you know what, this is happening with me right now. What do you think? They have given you the seat to be the expert in the room. That's what you want. You can't be the expert in the room from a link alone. Nobody knows anything about you. So then they order from you. They order from this person. They order from this person. They haven't found the one person that's helping them to solve their problem. Now, if you take this amazing training and you take some notes and you shift this on back and you start implementing this in the order in which I shared it to you, I promise you your check's going to change. It's going to change. Because this is the formula for successful salespeople. I just showed you the commercial of how they show you. This is the formula for it. The formula is to, number 1, understand the problem. If you don't understand the problem, you can't recommend me something. Then it becomes about price. If you don't know what I'm trying to solve, I want to know how much it is. And if you answer how much it is at that time, you have not added the value yet. What did they do? How many of you all have had people come into your stuff, you've asked you the price, and they go away? They're like, oh, okay. There's no value added to it. So what they did is they matched the price to their account. You don't want them to do that. You want them to match the price to fixing their problem. Because think about your problem that you have right now. I don't care what it is. If you have your sickness, or you need to pay extra something on your mortgage, or that car is not done right now. Think about what this problem is that you have right now. And I told you, I have the answer. Does it matter right now? Does it matter? If right now I told you I have a way to help you to get that car note. Once I give you this book right here, it's going to teach you how to get that car note at 50% off. Are you questioning what the cost of the book is, or do you need the book because you need to get this car payment at 50% off because you're trying to make sure they don't come get your vehicle? So I'm sharing with you right now why people are saying no. It is not the age-old question that they just ain't got no money. That is not That's a cop out. They just ain't got no money. That's a cop out. Everybody ain't not got no money. Drive into the hood and you're going to see some Lexuses. You're going to see some Benzes. You're going to see some Range Rovers. House ain't worth a nothing. But they got that truck though. They got that truck. They got that sound system. That's going to show you right now. Somebody built some value in what a Range Rover was, and they saw the value, and they went on out here and hustled a little harder to go get that range. Stop excusing people who ain't got no money and elevate your sales skills. Because that's not it. What they don't see is the value in spending on the product. And that's the reason why telling your story, not using pictures, sharing what you do, sharing your authentic self, if that is the preset, you're going to sell more. When you bring in this in, you're going to blow somebody's brain with, oh my God, my last girl ain't do this. That's what I hear all the time. My last girl ain't do this. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you met me, because this is what I do. Thank you. It doesn't matter what, I'm going to tell you right now, what I just taught you today, it doesn't matter what you're selling. I could be selling ice right now. If I told you why my ice is crystallized the best, and when you put it in your glass, you put my ice in your glass, it ain't going to melt. It's the formula for sales. Sales is sales. It is. So what I'm sharing with you right now, that's how I can tell you. I do the same thing in extensions. When people call into the salon and they say, how much is your sew? I don't tell you, because my sew is not what you thought. So then I ask you, what are you looking for? Oh, so you want a sew? Okay, great. What's important to you on the sew end? I need it to last. I need it to be flat. Okay, great. So that's what you're looking for. Great. What are you looking for in a stylist? You know, I want somebody professional. I don't want them stacking people all on top of each other. Great. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have a consultation with you, and I want to talk to you about the hair that we use. I want to talk to you about the hair care we use. I don't have anyone that comes into my chair that does not do a consultation. Anytime you come into my business, do y'all hear how long I've been saying this? Anytime you come into my business, this is a long 1 year or more relationship. I see no one person as just a sew-in. I want to take care of your hair. Tell me, when is the last time you've had a consultation on porosity of your hair, you know, moisture of your hair, leaving hair out? When's the last time you've done that? Have any of y'all ever had this conversation? That's why my sew-in ain't 150. We having these conversations. We talk about growing your hair. Oh, I want to bring my own hair. No, ma'am, I do not allow that. What? Yeah, I don't, because what I know right now is you don't understand that there's acid baths on majority of the extensions that are out here. You don't understand that there's no such thing as Malaysian, Brazilian, Peruvian. There's no such thing. They're all just really the same hair that has a steam press pattern on it. And then what they do is they change different names, and then they price them out different. And so most people think they're buying something different. They give it different grades. They call it 2A, 4A, 6A. I don't play those games. I actually just sell real human raw hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the difference between real human raw hair, and we're going to show you the difference between synthetics. Oh, wow. Okay, great. So what I want to do is set you up with a consultation where you actually come on in and I actually show you everything. All of my appointments are one-on-one basis. I do not double book. I'm going to work with you individually, and I'm going to put you on a plan of action to actually change your existing hair as well as the extension. How does that sound? Great. The consultation is going to be $100. Once you pay the $100, that is actually going to secure your time. Your consultation is one-on-one with me. In the event that you do decide to book, that $100 is actually going to come off of your service. Great. Okay, I have Friday at 2. How does that work? Did you hear that? That's coming from a hairstylist. I know when they listen to that, they've never heard that before. And I also know the person that should not be in my chair is going to question everything. They ain't about that life. I probably am not going to add value to you. So I'm going to go let you find where you are. I'm going to let somebody mess your hair up. And then I will say to you, and when you need me to fix it, I will be here. And I've had people come back a year later and tell me, you know what? Same formula. Did you see what I just did? Same formula. No different. That's professional. So what I wanted to teach you today was how to be professional sales professionals, not be scared of the word that says sales. Understand that's just transactions. And what we want in our account is more sales. Because if you have more sales in your account, you're going to make more money. Got it? Y'all enjoying trading today? Yeah. Y'all need a whole assistant to upload all these trainings. I swear. Listen, I need somebody who understands the upload, the ship. I see somebody inbox me. Lord have mercy. This is just crazy. So I want to get this out to you. I am having some issues. A couple of things that I've done. So I'm putting it on this training is that a couple of things that I've done have had music. It's blocked it out. I can't get it up. They got all these new ramifications on YouTube. So I'm having a difficult time. It is not me wanting to not give you the information, but this isn't my lane. I'm a coach. So I'm over here like, Lord, send me somebody who understands. And I'm going to find them. So I put it on the training because maybe somebody could tell me because, Lord, I'm telling you, this is getting crazy. Okay? So now what I'm going to do, everybody who knows, if you're on a training, one of the biggest bonuses, I add value to the room. If you come into the training, I allow questions after the training. I do not record the questions because the value is in the room. See y'all later.